Blast it, would I had known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. Or you could have just come over to, literally walked over to him. He's literally, like, right over there. The love Galvian bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Like, seriously, you could have just walked over here like I'm doing right now and told them. And hello, everybody. Hello, friends. We are back. We are here to do some... We're here to have some fun. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. Alright, we have a quest. Which will have you begin your training in earnest. Private Wiwaletto, I've been keeping a close eye on you of late. Your efforts on behalf of Uldad do us all proud. Yes, I understand now what the Flame General saw in you. What the Flame General saw in you. It would not be an understatement to say that the future of our grand company is riding on your capable shoulders. My very minuscule capable shoulders. Thank you very much. And yet, it is also very clear to me that you have all only begun to tap into the depths of your potential. Your flame burns strong, but it may go stronger. Yes, I would see you become a blazing inferno that reduces all that oppose Ul'dah into smoldering embers, and then quickly usurp them and take their position of power. Yes. It is with such hopes that I have made arrangements for you to receive training at the Wolves' Den, a proving ground established by the Aeolosian Alliance for the training of Grand Company recruits. Mayhap you are familiar with it? That look in your eyes tells me you are eager to take to the road. I knew I had not misjudged you. The Wolf's Den is to be found just off the shores of La Nosea. The ferry at the Morbi docks in Lower La Nosea will grant you passage there. Okay, no, hold on. We train all of our guards here in this arena, not nearby the capital. In fact, it is actually in another person's capital entirely. I don't think I need to understand. I don't think I need to kind of spell out how weird that is. Seek out Storm Captain Burkoya Lotalson. I have already taken the liberty of summoning a letter of recommendation on your behalf. Alright. Before I go there though, let's go ahead and get this, at least get Braving New Depths done, which is basically unlocking a dungeon. Alright. We need to... Come on, Pepper! Away we ride! Boo! Hello. Welcome to the second temple. There we go. Fantastic. Alright. And now to Limsa Laminsa we go. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna need to go over here. Oh, okay, so Pup no longer... This is basically just introducing us to the PvP aspect of this game, which we are not going to be doing in order to maintain my precious sanity. Oh, yes. I'm so excited, guys. Not too much longer until Borderlands 4 drops. I am so excited. And I will be trying to stream the game. I'll see if I can. If I can, woohoo. If I can't, oh crap. Alright. Yes. To the wolves then we go. Yep, this is the PvP aspect. Well, might as well attune ourselves to the frickin' crystal, even though we're never going to use it. I don't know, have fun. Hey Kev, what's up? Come on.
We'd better not risk another frontal assault. That rabbit's dynamite.
Alrighty. Yep, okay, we go this way. You. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. Hey, seriously, what the fuck? What's with all the insults? You say that Swift sent you? He said he was sending a new wolf to the den, more like the runt of the litter if you ask me. Hey! You really have fangs for the honing, but I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with crystalline conflict. Yay! PvP unlocked. We can now play against other players. And we will never be here again. Hold on. What is this? Softnox comes to Wolf Place, learns that Uplanders have many heart thumps of fighty play. Sees chance of for busy Leo. Munchy. Noun, new fighty play is born. Name of Rival Wings. Machina of Goblin help Uplanders much mayhem together. If Uplander wishes to fill brain case with noise of Rival Wings. Okay. Never did this before. Rival Wings unlocked. Yay. Do not care. Okay, we got more. Okay. I do not care. Oh my god. I'm hoping that some of these might actually unlock some experience or something, but no. It's just more of this. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Anything else? No? Alright then. Alright. Head back to Ulda, please. Alrighty. Now we can get on to the actual stories, hopefully. Now we wait. Alright. Then at Mimeo, for a few good soldiers, give a moment, matter that most of what concerns the flames, and by extension you, perchance, are familiar with the Battle of Cartano, and the governments massacred by an elder primal, and of an heir, and so forth. Good. For a moment I feared you had been living in a cave, and surely you know that the Cartano Flats is a hellish land. Hardly anything of consequence can be found there, nothing worth protecting, and yet, despite that, the Orsian land continues to maintain a military presence in the region. Why do you suppose that is? Because there is something there of consequence. Elegant ruins, to be precise. They are discovered following the calamity, and allied scholars have been studying them ever since. The nations working in tandem for a greater good. It was a surprise that it would not last. Have all formally asserted a claim onto the territory. Negotiations have thus far but proved fruitless. Settle dispute on the field of battle. Oh, but do not misunderstand. We won't go into war with our allies. Hostilities shall be confined to the disputed territories, to submission, not death. There is no more PvP nonsense. Are you serious? If only it wasn't for the money. If it wasn't for the money. Yes. Have you come to join the fight? No, I have not. Yes. More PvP stuff that we're not going to be doing. Yes, okay. Back to Hustings Strip we go. Alright. Let's do one last look down on the floor just to make sure there's nothing else. Alright. Anything else? No? Alright then. In that case, off we go, back to Vesper Bay. Alright. Little, da 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 da. And we're here. Sup, Tataru? Okay, give me a second here. There we go. Alrighty. Investigate a mysterious matter. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Nileto. We must delve further to the motivations of the masked man. The Essian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Give me a second here, I do want to... Okay. There we go. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind all the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Okay. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit up cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Old Dawn to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe. Of course! Alrighty. Off we go. Back to the Hall of Flames. All right. Back to where we were just moments ago. Take me to Ulda, please and thank you. Alright. You can probably hear my drink of choice being placed on the desk more clearly. That is by reason. There's a reason behind that. Unfortunately, I had a mishap with a drink of mine, and it caused me to have to clean my desk. My keyboard was not spared, so I had to get a new one. And of course, my cup holders were not spared, so they are currently drying. Hey Swift, I'm back again. Nest man? Ah, you call on behalf of the Science, of course. Yes, as you've already related to Lady Memphilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near eastern Fenland. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slayed by a marauding horde of Kikidin. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellows always starve for customers, and you no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Alright, off we go. So where will we need to go? Okay, so we're going to need to go to Camp Drybone. I wonder, do I have any titles yet? Have I acquired any title? I've acquired the gambler title. Nah. Off we go to Camp Drybone. Alright. Now let's get on the way. Oops. Wait, where are we going? We gotta go this way. Off we go! And we made it! Welcome to the High Bridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, Hihibaru can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? Not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Want to help you find La Habrea? Maybe. When the Order of Nodthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub of pilgrims. But thanks to that nigh-endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mom of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? Masked man? I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Okay. Asshole! Hup. Alright. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Fanland, too. Enough folk reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination. Little is known about him otherwise. On the trail of a masked man? Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Ever seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge wide berth because of all the Kikadian raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here, though. Alright. Oh, let's call Chestnut. In case we need to fight. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikadian raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Alright. I finally got some honest to God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kikadian appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? Is that some sound, reliable information, if I do say so myself? Well worth all the lingering that you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Alright, let's get moving. Let's get a move on. Off we go. While we're riding, I'm going to put that in there. Put that away as well. And put that away. Okay. Go. There we go. Off we go back. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to your max man? I was able to find this. This scroll. It bears a prayer to Rhalgr the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgr is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of the other nations to revere him. I wagered my last guild your assailant was Alamigan. Seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That same merchant also senses danger ahead. The self-same merchant also senses danger ahead. And darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Help you with your investigation. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo, over in southern Fanalan. Just so you know what to expect, someone is a favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who is there, who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira. It shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. Okay. Alright, will do. I suppose, alright. Yes. Alright. Off we go to Little Alamigo. Okay, give me a moment here. All right. And we're here. Oh. Why, yes, he bothers my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. One of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Okay. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Yikes. Mortal, relax. Gisilbert would like to aid your manhunt. Well, my adventurer, I'm Gisilbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. An upristy old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I could get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. And you see what decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, it might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have been on the lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet feminine tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Sure. I'll be your errand boy again. I'll be your errand boy. Come along, Pepper. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Here, take this tea. Well, ain't you considerate? Thanks, friend. What's that? That's villain. I'm hiding among the refugees like as not. Me good patriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It is near impossible to tell what's on their minds, as for all I know, they're all up to no good. You there? Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Dude, do I look like a giant hulking lizard person? I should say no. Here, take some tea to calm yourself down. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet fennelin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Jeez. How pleasant. You. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amaja overrun us, I'm blaming you. You look like you could use some tea, good sir. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry? Suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Alright, so we have proof positive that he's here. That he was here. And then we're back up. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you were to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. I'm used to it. Alright, we're getting more pieces. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation, and I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Corin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you may want to start talking to them. Well, that was useful. Back we go, once again. Back we go. And then while we're here, let's put that in my chocobo bag. Excellent. Onward we go. Welcome back. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that we have suffered, it is with little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Yes, please. Your enemy comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently in between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Sure thing. If it isn't Niledo, we will let know. The Scion's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you? I need your help with some Alamegans. We wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo, and it's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that. Lot, I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Alright, so we gotta go to Gridania now. Alright, hold on. Go. Yes, yes, yes. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Give me one reason. Someone's trying to do them harm. Haribert sent you? Yeah, that worthless horseman. He bends his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right, and he's a good man. If he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mifrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Thank you. Thank you. Mifrid needs help tending a wounded brother. I'm Mifrid, proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and infested, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarry Mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Alright. Back I go again. One of Mifford's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's not I can do. I want to help, I truly do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that means going against the Elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be she'll listen, so I wouldn't get my hopes up. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the Elementals, eternal guardians of the 12 Woods. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and never shall it be. Back we go! Once again! That's how it is to be, then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the Elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the Resistance is free of this place. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so yep. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Scallion can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Sure. There we go. Bonk. Aha. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Right here, buddy. You're a godsend. Praise Hrolgar, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Yep, I do. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have him ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Yes. Alright. Alright, let's ride! Oh, shit. Wrong way. My bad. Ah, Niledo. Ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Running in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me. Can you grind these up, please? Well, these look like good antelope horns. Need to ground on to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What's this? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry, you're a little ahead about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Plus, plus just take the antelope horns I gave you as a deal. As the bargain. Off we go. Back to Quarry Mill. Alright. It is well that you returned. To see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Here you go. Here you go, my man. God bless you, adventurer. I see that Galleon receives your treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Happy to help. Alright. If we need your help finding a missing comrade. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He should be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Stop asking Albreda. Might be as the woman has seen something. Alright. There you go. Finally. It's about time he came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Cornwall some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. It means we're not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. This is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blast it, would I had known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. Or you could have just come over to, literally walked over to him. He's literally, like, right over there. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Like, seriously, you could have just walked over here like I'm doing right now, and told them. Out in the wilds alone? That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the wood for Galligan. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. We will do. Where are you? There you are. Watch out, a goblin! There we go. Dude, what the fuck you doing over here? Galleon! Captain, why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let's return to our brothers. Oh, don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish I didn't find you. Yeah, thank you enough for saving Galligan. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Sure thing. Sprint. Coral. Hold on, folks. Sorry about that. Alright. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. Much as I dislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Alrighty. Okay, Mortal, can you please not? Alright, let's see here. Alright, hold on. Alright, she's cooling down a little bit with me right now. While she cools her heels. Let's sell that. Oh, hush. Okay. No. 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 I will not. I will not. Alright, let's see here. We don't have it. There's nothing we can put in here. But we do have something we can put in our chocobo bag. Boom. There we go. Give me a stop? Wilfred wishes to repay your kindness. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. Yet the old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Alright. Now we go back to little Amigo. Fucking hell. Alright. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Here. You grouch. You spoke with Mifrid? It's been so long since I last heard of him, and feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mifrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mifrid is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. About time! Gundobald will share with you what he knows of the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Amigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel obliged to talk. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. And I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gundobald, didn't you? Listen, I told him it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man. Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why did you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Okay. Okay, no one up here. So, break missions. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious, like I got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mark my words. Alright, so again, we're back to nothing. All we have is verification that he is here. Yes, hi. Okay. I will give you the attention that you want. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Al Amigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. El amigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Lest we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Will do, good sir. There's a secret message for you. Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me look at this. 4681. Oh no, we got our combined is way better than that. Okay. Hey adventurer, I'm talking with the old bear. I got a message from you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Guldebald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. I don't trust this. I don't trust this. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, leave me alone. I don't want the smoke. Alright, now we gotta get ourselves up here. There we go. Thanks for coming, friend. There's no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping around? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Oh no! How could I have ever seen this coming? Oh my! Oh no! Oh no! How could I have ever seen this betrayal? I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. The change is nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Oh boy. All right. Takle will rid in his cronies that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, The young fools would like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Lord Red mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be seeking? Gundabald. Bertiliana? God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of hope? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? They do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Ulred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must head to Bertiliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Will do. Alright. Aha. Right. What those animals did to Bertiliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I will thrill Red to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few blizzards. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we got a problem. Oh dear. Almighty Rhalgr, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppose us ever again. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. It might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? Oh boy. That's not good. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. What exactly is it that they mean to do? These might be a clue. What's this? A hunting knife? And a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? You couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we might yet find them before it is too late. Alright, off we go. Go, Pepper. We ride with haste. Oh boy, what are they doing? Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rhalgr, to summon him just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardman's cash, but they caught us. So many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh boy. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price to regret the youthful fully. For all the failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alright. Oh boy. Boom. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won. It would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there. Right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Ulrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. That is what you are, what you desire yourself, for yourself and your friends. No one said anything about... The Maskman told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Hrolgr. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of your sorry tale back at Little Alamigo. I dare say Nileda will wish to hear it as well. Yes, please, do tell. Okay, give me one moment here. Gotta clean my glasses. There we go. Alright. Off we go. No more lies, Ulrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Hrolgr, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die here like beasts. Listen to me, Wilbur. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. What's a little murder between people? My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Yay! Do well on your investigation. What, that we would have more information, that we had more information we could offer, but what Alfred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Back we go! All right. Welcome back, Mileto. I am reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? I do have some news. Not much good on it, unfortunately. Planted the knowledge of something in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ossians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some of it being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Benfilia dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further on the investigation. Yes. I do have some stuff we must do for our Arcanist ability, our Arcanist school. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Hi. I know. I know. Oh, my. Alright, we gotta go to Libsa Libinsa. Oh, wait. I need to go where? To Grenania. Okay. Alright. Alright, come on. Hold on, though. Can we not do that one yet? Is a dire threat to the people of the Pacific. If you would face the Lord of Crags and continue with your historic research. Okay, so I can't. Okay, so okay, so this is locked to me unless I continue. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, well first then, I refuse to let my warp here go to waste. Alright. Let's see, can we make money? Yeah, we could try. We'll put that there. And okay, we'll do 500. And then for that one, we'll do 100. We got Beast Sinew. We'll sell that 150. And then sell that at 10. Excellent. All right. Back to Vesper Bay we go. All right. Alright, has another lead for you to pursue. While you were tending the business in Fenland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting Lahabrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The study comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. Well, if willing, we will pick up Lahabrea's trail once more. Norashia will furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful. Of course! Okay. Walking one is to investigate the sinister one? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a walking one in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to friendly one, a digging one named Midrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is certainly sinister. Yes, hello. Walking one should go and speak with digging one, Midrod. Digging one is to be found at Thalgord Float in the North Shroud. Alright. Where is the nearest? So we don't have that one. Alright, so we're gonna need to warp back to New Gridania again! Back we go. Yes. Oh wait. What am I doing? I could just eighth right there. To the North Shroud we go. Right. Traveler might interest you in a Hookable Porter. Yes, please. Oh, shit! Wrong way! I'm gonna go back over here. I gotta tune myself to the safe right first. Please leave me be. I'm not longing for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Ooh. There. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means they're going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died of gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. That wasn't it, man. What, you're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't suffer Bedrock's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted. Wait. I haven't that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I could do to repay him for comforting me. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scale skin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing a finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer's that simple, but for the sake of the thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Will do. Off we go! Right, I almost forgot. Alright. Put him in defender stance. And we there we go. You know what? Let's go. Nope. You've already seen to the Ziz. Good work. So, were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? No dice. Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. And Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some of that whisper that after each victim died, her rain cord went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. And you have something as well. There is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home during the day after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Alright. Alright. We got two things to do. Alright, so hold. Need to heal. Alright, now let's take a look. See if we can't find our wayward eyeball. Oh! Shit! Can you not, please? Now, back to this. Okay. Oh shit, there you are. Alright. Next. I'm guessing we're not gonna have a moment's peace with everything around. Sprint. Ah. Oh, god damn it. Out of the way, Pepper, please. One. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Alright, off we go. Alright, we just snake our way through here. Leave me the fuck alone. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. It has a name. That's where the few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Yes, yes. Huh. These are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it. That explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Monstrous Bane Mite appeared, and you slew it? The creature had long been scourged upon the focal fall guard. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Told by the dearth of new developments. There have been no promising leads into murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. It was uncertain to me, but there could be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I'd witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with a Bane Knight at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, it happens not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why it couldn't be. Of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was out a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Wow! Thanks for the help, everybody. Thank you. I truly do thank you. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Thank you for the help, everybody. Stellar work. All right. Search for a maiden's corpse. Nope. Haha. Shh. Oh boy. Alrighty. Found our eyeball. We gotta go back. Later. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, this dead body. Gods be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sighting. Any sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify the next of... This button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim, a family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Alright. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence with individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts could shed light upon its sigil. Alright. Let's head to Gridania. Chocobo Keep. Take me to Gridania, please, and thank you. With all due haste. Alright. 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 Okay, so we gotta take it over there. Okay. Good evening to you. By your expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Do you know anything about this button? Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving on it is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the XIV Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Alright. You help tracking down the owner of a button. That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Show me what you have. This button in particular, please. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gordanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gordania who does, it would be Gold over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Alright. To the Lancers Guild we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I'll try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. And what do you require of me? Can you take a look at this button? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Sure. Why not? I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Can you please tell me about this button? The sigil of the Dartancourse family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face. Was it marred in any way? I have heard as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Alright. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families of Gridania, the Dartancourse. During that time, I had the honor of waiting on Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused to all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she lost, so began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time grew by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the center shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Will do, good sir. First, we gotta go to the Aetherite. Hopefully, we can get this done. We can get this dungeon done tonight. This is closer. White Wolf Gate we go. Off we go. To the manor we go. Nope. Withdraw. Nope. Ow. Hawk Manor is now accessible. Alright. Party of other players. Let's see if we can't do this tonight. And go. While we go, while we wait, let's look around the manor. Says here we'll only have to wait 5 minutes, but I'll hold them to it. Really is a beautiful manor. While I'm waiting, let's go out and take a little look around. Right. Okay, also, we'll take a picture right about here, I'm thinking. Yeah. Alright. We'll waste some we'll kill some time. Alright, so we gotta end the group pose first. Okay, now go in. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, this will be perfect. Okay, seriously? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Back to the group pose. No! Stop! Why are you doing this? Save it there. Get a few pictures while we're here. One. God damn it. Alright. We're doing this. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't letting me do it wasn't letting me scroll out. Come on, computer. Hawk Manor. All right. While we're here, let's grab this. Now we catch up with the rest. There we go. Is there anything that we're missing in here? Nope. No dice. Oh, yep, he got the key. Good, good. There we go. Even though it did not benefit me whatsoever. Oops. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. I do want to see if there's anything in here. Okay. Roll, roll, roll. Yes. Oh. And we're also going to grab that while we're here. All right. There we go. Greed. Greed. Brick machines! What the hell? Alright, I'm needed. I'm needed here. Oh, wait. Oh, God. The coffer there. Dude, where are you going? Note, please, folks, do not do what this guy is doing. Please wait for your party. With all sincerity, please. Don't know what happened to our monk, but he'll catch up. Oh, there he is. See? No, I knew he'd catch up. Alright. No, don't blame yourself. The tank was pulling way too much. Turn away. Quick turn. Boom. Alright, that's done it with that. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Hadolin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. Shit. Well, I've certainly caught their attention. Oh, back to Gridania. Okay. To the Lancers Guild we go. For we must make with the good news. Hup. You are returned. What takes away to do within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. I'm afraid she's dead. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I am the better to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. I'm sure they'll be very lenient with you. Hup. Well, let's go tell Menvilia the good news. Or good-ish news. All right. All right. Welcome back. Full glad am I to see these people returned. How fared your soldier to the 12's wood? Interesting, to say the least. Two of Lahabrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. Thank you. To the devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yeah, no thanks to them. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that the sounds are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost of hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let's set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Da-da-da! We did it! Perfect. Alright. And it will be a good place to stop for tonight. Right, with a few things to do and a few fun things to have, but with that in mind, with the looming threat above us, I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you all stay safe out there. Okay?